Well, without further ado, let's get to our first guest. Our first guest is a president, an emperor. We refer to him as His Majesty, Your Highness. He's recently been elected president of the Portland Track Group, track organization, I should say. It has been noted that he once threw a boomerang, and it did not come back to him. Give it up for Michael Bergmann.
Everybody stand up.
Wait, that's our boss. That's our boss.
Clap. Salute the man.
Okay.
I'll take this. That's yours.
Oh, it's a great looking mug.
Yeah.
Mike, thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, pleasure to be here.
Your hair looks phenomenal. Great attire.
Oh, thank you.
You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
The most handsome I think I've ever seen.
Without a hat.
Our leader, our Portland track leader.
Yeah, how's it going, Bergie?
It's going great. It's going great.
Good.
Excited to have you guys leading the way on the Tracklandia effort.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We're pumped
trying
to be here.
We're trying to keep Portland weird, so we're doing our part. How are you doing in that department? You keeping Portland weird?
Yeah, well, I think one of the things that I really think that was really fun to, have Tracklandia emerge is we just needed something to evolve after we discovered that Portlandia was leaving us. We've had a good run with Portlandia the last 8 years or so. In fact, I was an extra on there right after I retired from Nike. I was
A resume.
that was
Nice.
one of my bucket list items.
We've got a real actor on the show. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what you're most excited about this year with Portland Track.
Well, I'm really excited about having just an amazing group of people starting to come in. I think last year we spent some time really defining what Portland Track should be, what we wanted it to be, and as a result of that, you started to meet some really great people coming in to the organization, people way more talented than myself, and we're kind of growing the organization in ways that really bring the track out as a really special sport for us.
Yeah. It's definitely a very special sport, unique. A lot of weird people in track.
I was in that sport.
I know, bro, and I'm proud of you. Yeah, you excelled. All right. So Portland Track Festival. That's the marquee event of the season in Portland. What are we excited about with that?
That meet has evolved, incredibly over the last 9-10 years, and it started as a middle school meet, and it's evolved to one of the top high performance meets in the country. We really pride ourselves on great races, but also just an interaction with the local track community, kids, high school, collegiate athletes, all come together in Portland. So our goal with Portland Track is really to expose that special and unique experience, for the people in Portland. Portland's track history and ecosystem is unbelievable.
I was going to say, is the Unipiper coming back out? We might be seeing him later?
Yeah, we might look for a few other acts too, but he's definitely iconic, and I think that's one of the thing that makes the meet really unique between athlete fans on the track, the Unipiper, we could bring in the taiko drums.
I love the taiko drummers.
I got their card last night at the Teddy Twilight. So.
Yeah.
Jeff will wear a unicorn outfit. He's already opted for that.
I mean, I've
With
got
the
a few.
Unipiper?
Yeah,
Rainbows?
yeah. For those of you who don't know, too, the Unipiper is a guy who rides a unicycle, dressed up as Darth Vader, and he's playing bagpipes that have fire coming out of them. So, if one thing screams Portland, it's the Unipiper, and he's known by that one word too, the Unipiper.
For sure.
Yeah. So there's also an internship.
Yeah.
This year.
So Craig Rice, the original meet director for the Portland Track Festival, he and his daughter came up with the idea of creating an internship to really bring some innovation into our meet and the organization. And I think we've had the internship out there for the last month, and we've had about 5 or 6 entries from anything from Oh, actually, probably the most interesting one is a cable cam over the track to basically follow the races as the races are going down the home stretch. And so that's one of the maybe GoPros in the steeplechase pit. So I think
That's cutting edge.
but we're making a decision on Monday. We're going through all the applications, and we'll decide. And
What kind of things would you be looking for as like applicants come in, or if there's last minute entries? Like what is it you hope someone would throw in there? Like any sort of inspiration kind of thing?
yeah, I think one of the things that we really try to do is what can we do to elevate the fan experience? So how do we get more people out there participating, understanding what the athletes are, really competing for and against, but also, I think what Tracklandia is going to do, and you'll see, just bringing some of the amazing personality out with some of the athletes that come, celebrate and also compete in Portland.
Mike, you're also a coach, right?
Yes.
Current coach? Former coach?
No, former
Former
coach.
coach. So, and you had athletes compete at the Portland Track Festival, right?
Yes.
So what was it like as a coach there? And like now that you're on the other side of the fence, seeing the two differences.
Well, I think I think the most unique thing about the Portland Track Festival to me is kids, middle school, high school kids, get to interact with their heroes. I mean, people don't really understand that, but when you're a high school kid, you're warming up on the field with Andrew Weeding, or you're warming up with Shalane Flanagan. I mean, there's some really great. It's amazing just seeing the inspiration that they have as young athletes, and being around it. So I think that's probably one of the most unique things with the Portland Track Festival. It's people are really approachable, and it makes it really fun for these kids.
Do you have a memory or something in particular that stands out that kind of embodies that, like, or some moment that was like kind of warmed your heart, or was it funny, or something at the meet?
Well, I just think I think some of the kids are just so surprised at how approachable the top athletes are in the country and the world now.
It's good to have those unique stories, though. That's always fun. What about getting ingrained more in the Portland community?
Oh, I think that's one of the biggest opportunities. Portland, track and field in Portland, not just middle distance running, but with Nike, the training groups, Adidas, Under Armour, but there's also great throwing, jumping history, in the Portland area. So to be able to connect that heritage and history and the meet that we put on in the summer with people coming into Portland and the unique experiences Portland has, from Voodoo Donuts to McMenamins to all these different establishments in Portland. It makes it, I think that's the other part, is you have this opportunity for these companies to be part of Portland Track.
Yeah.
And it's, last year we tested it with a couple of different companies, but it was one of these aha moments that we looked at and we said, people want to be involved. And all we have to do is we have to create the framework for them to come in and be part of it.
Yeah.
And we think that will also help draw more people, more fans to our events.
Yeah, track runners and Portland go together like a maple bacon donut, I think. I mean, track runners are these weird outcast people, and a lot of people who live in Portland are weird outcasts too. So,
Jeff, do you want a
should go
maple
along.
bacon donut? Is that what that is?
I wouldn't mind one right now.
Maple bacon donut, yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Star or Voodoo?
Oh, that's the ultimate.
Flat
Yeah.
Star.
We don't
I
have
think
time
could-
on
I
the
think
show
I
for
think
that.
we need to have an entire episode.
That could be
Yeah.
an entire show. Just funnel in one after another Portland.
I think wars were started on less than that. So,
You're gonna have to eat a bunch of donuts.
yeah.
Darn. All right, shoot, Bergie, thank you so much for coming on, man. We look forward to everything you're gonna put out and all the cool stuff you've got going on behind the scenes. I think I think Portland's got some fun events coming our way, so we look forward to Portland Track Festival and everything you guys are cooking up over there.
All right, we're having fun, and we look forward to everything leading up to the summer.
We're psyched.
All right.
Super psyched.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
cool.
you, Michael Bergmann,
Thanks.
everybody.
Yeah.